Hey, CJ Goecks here. I just wanted to thank you for giving me your time here. I want to take a look at last week's winner on the PGA Tour, Jimmy Walker. Jimmy's been on the tour for 8 years, first win, and this was, as you know, this was the first tournament of the PGA Tour with the new wraparound season. So Jimmy gets to play in the Masters, the Tournament of Champions, all that stuff that comes with it. So I was fortunate enough, I guess, or maybe he was fortunate enough to play with me. When I played at North Texas, he played at Baylor. So I played a lot of college golf with him, and the one thing I remember about Jimmy was just how far he hit the ball. He can absolutely move it. And so that's one of the things I want to talk to you guys about this week, some things you can learn from Jimmy's swing. So we're just going to kind of draw a few lines here. We're going to look at it from face on. Now, this is one thing you're going to see with Jimmy. Being as tall as he is, he keeps his lower body pretty stable. Now, again, here's the advantage of being young, in shape, things like that, flexible. So I think it's very difficult for the average golfer to keep his lower body that quiet. Now, one thing I want you to try to copy from Jimmy, all right, and this is something too, spending a lot of time with Bobby Wilson, this is what he really preaches, and that is creating a wide swing. You can see how tall it is. Now, obviously the perfect connection golf swing, what we're looking for is to keep the hands out in the corner of the doorway. We're trying to create some width, and although Bobby is doing that also, you can see Jimmy and Bobby, they want height. So that is very difficult to do. I think, Jimmy's got some long arms, and you can see the extension that he creates here. Now, with this, you're also going to see something on the way down, and this is going to be some encouragement. You're going to see how he comes down on a relatively steep plane. So, typically what you might see from Tiger in that is you might see Tiger coming more parallel too. So this should give encouragement to everyone out there that does come a little bit over the top, that you can win on the PGA Tour. You can hit the ball a long ways. And one of the things that we do with the Perfect Connection golf swing is we teach shoulder plane. And the reason we teach shoulder plane is the longest hitters in the world are on the shoulder plane. Now, Jimmy's a little bit outside of that here, but as a general whole, you can even see, it's difficult to see because it's the camera, but the club is exiting up around the shoulder plane. So if you're looking for distance, this is what the swing you sort of want to copy. Now, what I like with Jimmy again as he comes through, he probably keeps his head down longer than any PGA Tour golfer in history. And that's one of the, if you watch some of my videos, you'll notice I tell people not to keep their head down because typically that stops the body rotation. But for Jimmy here, being as tall as he is, and by him stopping that body rotation, it keeps his legs a little bit more underneath him. So it allows him to not slide too much. You can see the remnants of a little bit of slide in that left leg. So him keeping his head down will actually keep that under control just a little bit more. So again, a couple things to take away from Jimmy's swing is his stability in his lower body and the arc that he has created in the backswing. Just try to, a great drill for that is to just take your setup position without a club, place your right hand in front of you, and then put your left wrist on top of your right wrist. Put your right hand out in front of you, put your left wrist right on top. And as you swing to the top, really feel your left arm stay extended. Then you could switch your hands and put your left arm in front of you, put your right wrist on top, and try to feel like your right arm stays straight as you wind up to the top. That is a great drill to help you create that width at the top of your swing. And that's really where Jimmy, that's one reason why he gets a lot of power, is he is a tall guy, but he uses his long arms and he gets his hands so far above his head here. You don't find that with too many people. So that's definitely something, if you're looking for distance, that's a feeling you want to create and then obviously swing through. Again, I would not encourage keeping the head down that long. But if you're looking for some things from last week's winner, again, the width and the stability in the lower body, and proof that you can win, you can play this game to the highest level. And again, one of the longest players on tour, he is a shoulder planer. So I thank you for your time this week and hope you learned something. And let me know if you have any questions on the blog.